Minem Carrera et à l'aise pour speak créole et français.
Nana Mahide, mais English and Urdu boltang.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Carole, je parle le français et l'anglais.
Valentine's High School in Redbridge is a leading-edge school which places special emphasis on the achievement of ethnic minority pupils.
We really do value cultural diversity here at Valentine's. It's not something that we see as an obstacle to overcome. It's something that we see as being a strength of the school.
In this programme, we follow a school day in the life of two early-stage EAL pupils, Ibrahim and Year 10 student Tubika.
So I want to do A-level and then go to university maybe.
And we will see the strategies the school has put in place to support them.
We don't look at an issue such as perhaps acquiring English as being an obstacle to eventual high academic attainment.
The following takes place between 8:40 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. at Valentine's High School.
Ibrahim, he's Turkish speaker, but he's not very literate, even in Turkish, and his schooling was probably very hit and miss before he came into this school. So he came with no English to speak of, one or two words, and he's only just coming out of what we call the silent period.
It's 8:40 and time for Ibrahim's first lesson, drama.
Teachers often at first think, well, let's send them off to a class, or somebody can do a special class and teach them enough English and then they'll cope. But what is enough English to cope? The sort of English that you need is the English of the classroom, because it's the academic English that you need. And the only place to really learn that is inside the classroom.
Drama teacher Chris Odes ensures that Ibrahim is included in the lesson by interpreting keywords for him.
And it's trying to get out of your hands, this live little rabbit. Do you know what that is in Turkish?
Yeah.
Do you mind saying?
Tavşan.
Tavşan. Tavşan. Yeah, and stroke it. There you go. Open your eyes and let it be there. And it's trying to crawl over you, so you have to keep it there. 6.
And pairing him up with other Turkish speakers in the class.
7. Very good. And stop. Look, if you want to do it in Turkish or English or mix both of them, I don't mind. So if you want to do that.
Nice one.
He's obviously getting extra support because he's in that situation of not just having English as an additional language, but having very little schooling. So he hasn't got concepts in his first language to develop.
Don't change what you did, keep that the same, but change the mood. So, maybe make the mood happy, mutlu. How's my pronunciation?
Very nice, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Tubika, I've identified as gifted. She's a very bright English as additional language child. She's been in the country about 6 months. She's came from Germany. She was originally TWE speaker, so English is her third language. She's getting support and she's going to use that support and she can turn it into some really good GCSEs, A-levels, university. The sky's the limit with Tubika.
Lynette D'Souza is training to be an EAL specialist. She works closely with subject teachers to plan support for EAL students, preparing them for tasks they will perform in lessons later on.
They've had a job advert which they were introduced to on Monday, and what they had to do was try and look at all the candidates who'd applied and work out who was the most suitable, so that when they come to do the actual assessment in class, they are ready for it and they feel more confident as well, hopefully.
To become a member of a school, it's that you're there in everything that goes on, not just inside the classroom. So things like having displays up around the school that pupils think, oh yes, that bit relates to me. It might be something about community languages. Black History Month, there might be a special display up about that, or Diwali, or whatever. But as you go around the school, there will be things that relate to that pupil.
So how does Valentine's compare to Tubika's school in Germany?
In Germany, it was more European. I was different from all of them because they were all the same, and I was different from color and everything. The best thing is that you have so many different cultures and so many different people from different countries, so that you get to know them really well, and everyone is nice and encouraging and coming, and even if I'm lost or something, someone will come all the time and then ask, are you alright, and then help me to find the rooms. And even at the first, I had 2 friends. They helped me to get around the school.
It's English, and the class is looking at the job interview topic that Tubika prepared earlier in learning support.
That doesn't make sense because you already get paid more, isn't it? You told that.
So what ones are we doing so far?
We put experience. They have to have office work, earlier experience, and they know how to work in an office with other people. So that's the most important.
Okay, good.
And what does Ibrahim like best about school?
Arkadaşlarım ve İngilizce öğrenmek.
Said French and English lesson.
Not football.
Yeah.
Ibrahim may have only been at school for 6 months, but he's learnt that there are no language barriers in football.
What's your favourite football team?
Hangi takımı tutuyorsun?
Galatasaray.
We don't just respect their culture and their language in terms of extracurricular events, but also that we value it as an academic subject, and the take-up for those courses is very good.
Şimdi yaşadığımız zamana ne diyoruz?
Ibrahim has one-to-one support for his Turkish. Learning to read and write in his first language will help his literacy in English and could get him a GCSE too.
If they do an early entry in a community language, and they can go into their GCSEs or other qualifications thinking, oh, well, I've already got one, and I'm sure I can do really well in the others.
Sorusu ne olabilir?
Sen yazıyor musun?
Aferin.
There are over 50 different languages spoken at Valentine's, so how does everyone get along?
The harmonious relationships in the youngsters' break times and lunch times spill over into the classroom, because at the end of the day, those are their friends. So you want your friends to do well, you want to cooperate with your friends.
Where do you come if you've got a problem? Room 16, make sure they come here first week they come into school, and usually they'll find somebody else willing to listen.
Room 16 is also where students meet their community mentors. Today Ibrahim is here to meet his mentor, Nimit.
Kayalardan birak sular dökülür. Mızrak, Türkiye.
I like to help Ibrahim because I know I've been there because I'm a foreigner in this country, and I find it very difficult, and I didn't have nobody to help me. And he needs one-to-one attention. That's what I find about Ibrahim, and he needs constantly encouragement.
Somebody like Ibrahim will have a community mentor, because it's a great help to help Ibrahim communicate some things he might be scared of, frightened of, not sure about, letters that are going home. He can talk to the community mentor, obviously in his first language. The community mentor can ring the parents, so it's a way of communicating.
Yeah, I talked to his dad, and he's very happy to be helping him. And saying, please, please help him, because I know he's very slow and all that. But he's happy as well. I spoke to him last night.
Reaching out to hard-to-reach communities and getting them to come into the school and engage with the school is really, really worthwhile. And once the parents and the community members are familiar with the school, know how it works and know what their role could be, they're extremely supportive.
Anybody can apply, but what we're looking for is obviously somebody who is strong in their community. So we have imams from the mosque who actually help with our Pakistani boys, and we've got a journalist who's Somali who is working with our Somali students. So where possible, we're obviously choosing people who are at least educated in their own culture and country and can act as role models, not just for the students' benefit, but also for the parents.
Another idea we have is that, with me being a female head, is to invite some of the mothers in from some of the communities where perhaps the women don't come out so often to school events, and perhaps have them in for a coffee morning or something similar to that. So we'd try everything to get parents as involved as possible.
Shall I read this?
Mr. Belter. On a smaller scale, which is very easy to run, it is something like the reading registration programme, where a sixth former will read with some of the early stage pupils who are learning to read, because it's them interacting with a sixth former. It's good for the sixth former as well, and it's a mutual experience.
Set. Rocky.
Well done.
What maybe we'll do is leave that one realistic, and then maybe...
Tubika is thriving in the classroom, but how has she managed to fit in the playground?
I learned words like crap or wicked, or because they use it like sometimes in a positive way and negative way. Yeah. So I didn't get it at first what they really mean with it. So that was funny at first.
The final bell has gone, but school isn't over for Ibrahim. He's got extra English lessons.
Now remember the rules. Do we all know what an instruction is? Can you put your hands on your heads, please? Two of us know what an instruction is, don't they? Put your hands on your noses. Where's your nose? That's right. Okay, good. We won't make fools of ourselves any longer. But so those are instructions.
We were once quoted as leaving no stone unturned when it came to helping youngsters to achieve, and I think that is true. You know, we've got mentoring, we've got extracurricular activities, we've got a very diverse curriculum, we've got lots of intervention programs, and we try to use our support staff very creatively to support the teachers. So I think we try everything, but we never think we've got it cracked. We never think, oh, well, we'll be fine now. There's always much more that we could be doing.
Because I think the whole school is committed to success and to achievement. I think it's not just me or us, but the whole school sees that these students are important. Oh, for goodness sake, without them there wouldn't be many kids left to succeed. So it's a whole school initiative.